mo wache me mo aha me mo adwo wo emra wo hwe me ne baby a wo hwe me abusia aha eye wo ka no dwumedie so na enen so asofo chia me na nampa matena se na me no ebedwetwe enkomo me pa cho me bom modern se mesrew na wafro obi na obi nso afro obi na wache ne se asofo chia me matena se a me de wo ka no dwumedie ebrew enne no enwemo bi a etasisi ewo ahyenkafo akwan mu a yebeka se atorenchem ebi na esi a ama mabepie mu ewo anya market a eye fire service for asoe ena mabepie na yebe abetwetwe enkomo pacho enne no yenkomo twetwe ni nyina no ejina kwan a yebefa so a yebe use fire extinguishers a ye use no wo ye car mu pacho fire extinguisher da wo car mu nanso beye afini onse sign eda so dem the auto no traffic mu no eda so dem BBCCA a unhu se ne a use fire extinguisher eda kan enne ya ba fire service for asoe omo be kire kwan a ye be fa so a ye be use no mesre se wo wunua bi obusuani bi wo fa bi wodwuma mu ni peni bi ana se wadamfu bi a osofo bi a okuta car bomboden na manensanka program yi na ono nso onhwe bi pacho mi twa me ho abasema me ba atwetwe nkomo.
I just stood and watched this car burn right now, right in front of me at Anya, and it is crazy. Like, I was just driving past it and I saw the car burning. People were rushing to the car, so I parked. And people, like, this is what I love about Ghanaians. Like, people park their car and took their fire extinguisher out of their cars to come and help. But can you imagine almost 10 people that took their fire extinguisher out? They don't know how to use it. And I swear myself, I don't know how to use the fire extinguisher. Charlie, this education all we for no. Charlie, the crab bend. See fresh C3.
Ewuzem wakwaba na mejiri se video na etwaguo no wahu ye no we mahyew me hu video no ewusia na nnafom kra because enei hwenu mabo kai me sure say beto ni dollars ena eja tomu a wo hwa e DV na say nya register car no kra ena atoyenchema NTC ato no e bia na won so wakwa hia car bia eja atom sei ewo baabi eya na nnafom enunti enne no topic no ne say how to use fire extinguisher me pa cho me dinka ka kire o say maba anya ewo Greater Accra anya Sotium constituency na me wo anase district mensin nim na me wo na me ne fire service mpenifu e wo ha eba abetwetwe enkomo me pa cho we fire service abaya kama oye PRO no ho fe ma me bright wo screen ani kakra abra me introduce me guest at the amount me pa cho ranking no ya na me hu 3 dot bi si na beti ho ne enim ho bebre me mpese mefum nti ma me nko no no ankasa embo ne ranks eni ni din emfa nkyere yen because e bia na makobo na makote so ana makoto so ye be wie kire ne ye say akwa na ye interview no ye hia wo head office me koka ne sen me pa cho akwa ba
ye nia
udin
okay me din de ADO1
okay
Naomi Akwete
okay
yeah ADO1 ni jina ho assistant divisional officer grade 1
na ADO1 no eno na ye rank no
me pa cho
enna form say obi benya saa rank no entini kirem yie sheda boni yie na ne ote TV na chie ehwe no ohun say wabo adwuma
me say me rank no ADO1 ye wo 2 wo ho ene ye wo 1 obe free 2 ansa na waba 1
say so we fi 2 ho no
pa cho
1 ho no wabo adwuma wabo adwuma all right enti ye hwe video ya eda abonten ya eya ye muhyehye pa se obi beti sika ente se akoto Benz o ye C300 ana ha ye C300 na eja tom sei enema ben na ya ye beka se esi wo kaa mu ma ema eja etumi to kaa mu ma kaa no etumi hyedworo be sa
me da si bebre eniama etimi ma kaa hyehye de bebre and then I think one of the major problems say a share car we cry she now I think from the start you could tell say it started from the engine compartment but empen bebre no say and drive a car most of the time we are very careless about how like when we are going to start our car and all that na empen bebre ka say ansana ube sorry a car the first thing you have to do every morning is to check your cars. I'm a mechanic, but the little knowledge I have about cars is that you need to do your check-ins in the morning and sana ube movie car na we movie so as and when you are moving car they be I was check or dashboard because I know communicated to you whatever is going on in the engine and then everything that is happening around the car. You can't tell because your eyes are not there. But the only thing that can communicate if anything goes wrong is dashboard. So whenever you are driving, you need to be particulate about the dashboard. And then say one fault be and say fault be air prompter be air linking so. Any say procrastinate and now bottle. And baby, na did not na me the because so far as a car then stop na moving the kwande na you feel say we can manage it till it breaks down. That be I was say we have to be checking our cars. It shouldn't break down first before we check them. Okay, back to your question ubisa say dear nyama and they lead to fire outbreak in the car. So one of them are carelessness. It's totally that we don't really check. Obi or call to car on check ni water tank, on check ni oil, on check it just move the car up sparky so now they just move it, which is not supposed to be so. And then just as I also said check your dashboard as well and the little things that start up fire. Okay.
And I think say fire extinguishers yehu bi wo car mu yehu bi wo offices ene efie mu na mia bebre but enne no ye nkomo twetwe ni nyina be gina de wo car mu me pa cho difference bi wo de wo car mu ene ne wo offices na efie mu na na se ne the same thing.
Okay, so the same thing, but when it comes to extinguishers extinguishers, different types of extinguishers. You will be brave but they narrow your home to most of the time two. That's the dry chemical powder and then the CO2, carbon dioxide. And then normally over fire service propose the man call for AUSU. But your others we have water no do we have others other countries also use it.
Powder
carbon dioxide, CO2, friend is CO2.
Internet just said there were officers near few money they work
the same thing.
All right. Me patro a day tina police to me jina driver ni bisa no fire extinguisher. Na ye to me
very necessary. And police ebemu because you were mra fire service say baby nipa ewo say commercial places aside commercial places anywhere that nipa will be no e was say nipa na wo honom no utimi bone nkwa ho ban with regards to fire and he say bisa ye wo airline e cover yen on that thing and I who say bibia airline say is gadgeted and I say aban ensa wo mu say you have to do that thing and tin as a wunia police ebetimi a chew no. And also share no in the way say they bought one kasa won kwa ho eban any obia the third party or the second party that will come to Once a car you drive the car, but it's not necessarily just you all the time. What me will be and see the moment somebody joins you in the car, it means that nipa no kwan enso wo wonsem because e your car. Nti no sa nyama we nyina the airline covers it for you to protect yourself and then the other party that is included. Nti say you call commercial places, say firms, organizations and all that na. And no it is an offense say we need fire extinguishers our officer. It is not right, which we would hold you up to that. Same way so na ye ba say we need extinguisher our car, it is an offense, so you need to have.
So it is an offense say we need fire extinguisher our car. We need to make sure say it has a purpose. Then tina fire service for na police to me babu.
Oh, okay. So me pa the point we see say eche. Yeah. Ye ba no say eche obia. Fire service we don't arrest. Okay. It's police that arrest. Intina they have the mandate to arrest you. But we do check. You check it. You call road. You need like we liaise with them. Now you check it. But about the criminal aspect of it, it's the police that have to check you to do the right thing.
Who need be working more?
Who need be working more? And na me di kan kai say it is a crime not to have an extinguisher. But in Chimwana say we are not so key on it as the fire aspects, no. Like fire service, but the police can because it is not just your life at stake, but another person's life can also be at stake. Even if it's just your life, when you cause harm to yourself, it is crime. Yeah. I hope you know it. And you know, for us to check you to do the right thing, then the police has to come in and help us.
So honey me depa say some will be check it na ya dia eye. Pacho me wo fire extinguisher. Me nims ni e use no. Ebilisi ye hwem foni a etwaguo ya. Ye the fire extinguishers ahodo abegina kai ho. Wutie nipa na o kasa na be ye 20. Enso obi enu a onim sania ye use no. Enu nti na mabe. Nti me ma omre kakra chirechiremu powder ene se oxygen se mu ne na akakan no ma yenhu dia adwuma eye na afi chire yen kwan ya be fa so a ye be use no
me da say de bia ya me ka say obeto fire extinguisher and I say buying or having an extinguisher is as good as knowing how to use it. Say me de ba local language I be say wo extinguisher no yepa ba say we nim say na ye use extinguisher no so no eno so hunya bebre
iPhone 15 Pro Max
unim ho hwe ye ene wa unika nka mfa so wo so and you know say the moment unya extinguisher pe make sure say we be hu say na ye use no enye say da wo car ni ma it said there we extinguisher ni bi eya ho bebre say hu brand new car and I say car kama involving in lot not just because of knowledge no within a twinkle of an eye
ntine ya be
ntino
kire
me patcho so o sha ye wo different type of extinguishers so we say na ya tro wo ho no carbon dioxide. Okay. It's just like you're breathing in oxygen and then breathe out carbon dioxide. If you do like you exert pressure and then you bring out carbon dioxide. Okay. So this is a carbon dioxide and then this is a dry chemical powder. Okay. This is a dry chemical powder. Normally no, maybe cars are mostly this.
Okay.
The dry chemical powder.
Car ketwa say commercial car or private car.
Mostly yes. Okay. Mostly this. And then this ones too. And pantry says there's fire and then all that you have is this. You can equally use this one. But yeah, pen brain we know it put it off the fire and time my and you know we recommend this ones to car. Okay. And way the type who call DVLA, they just give it to you or after obey your papers name bibia na ye de aka ho ama. Pa sa obewo. But normally I advise people to also get their esokakwa echenwe. Okay. Just imagine it's what. Just imagine a big car like this. Now there's a fire outbreak or engine compartment, and then you hurriedly go for extinguisher. Let's be truth to ourselves. Can this one extinguish the fire? It can't. And you know, sometimes way is good for you to showcase it in case police they will know you have it.
To avoid police arresting us in tea.
Pa baby kita anamu waka just because of that. Yes. Just to avoid police case and that's what they please ebenya issue ba keeping it because in case there is a fire outbreak or be use. And no I say where we find ourselves here, no, we always think that fire is very far from us. Eja de bede na to ashe. Eja de bede na ba.
Enwema etumi ma car no etumi pajama na say eja tum.
Me da say. Won say medical catch say bi wo ha won check wunsuo. Who drive car bebre? What driving for a long while? You don't have water in your water tanker. Obviously there will be overheating. Overheating so okay no etimi edija enam ye try bibi ye wo fire triangle no enyama etimi bom na ema eja eba edun ye enyama miensa when it comes together into their proportion, the right proportion now ebema fire aba, that is heat, fuel and then oxygen. Sanyama miensa we eboma ema ejaba all the time. And then obviously car movie ema heat. At the heat but oxygen is always available until say enyanya into contact with fuel, then that is it. Your fuel here no enye necessarily the fuel like yedigu kamu. Fuel no we mean any combustible material beer is fuel. Make a combustible adie bi ebetimi ahye adie bi is easy to burn. Until ye over fire more we see this cloth as fuel. Way is as fuel. Bibia ebetimi ahye bia we yes, that's a fuel for us. It is a nyama 3 way ehima ema eja etimi ba. It is a one check wo car un check ebia na ema say if there is heat overheating now you see your dashboard net to say ebe chwe but ebia na won so won hwe ya ignorant about it, you don't check it. And also and I say ebia there is a problem with your car and then you don't send it to the mechanic for them to check it for you. It won't show on the dashboard for you to see in the first place. So if you check all those things, I think it will prevent the fire from happening in the first place. You know, the young black time that those ignorant things have happened. How you will go about it? So normally, no, send a medical car. Yeah, the way amount. Yeah, the way amount to be on the safest side. Get a beer 2 kg. And no, it's a kakwachi with fatu can. And then normally these ones they are used in the initial stages of the fire. All the fire extinguishers they are used at the initial stages of fires. Men cattle were extinguisher you know fire background now you can fight it and not call fire service. That be Saka we started say you know. I'm sure when they started to try, you know, say omo try say omo be doom fire no na. At the same time, they were trying to get in touch with the fire servicer. We could have intervened. Nanka eja na anshe ka na mana engine same like that. Until whilst we first aid for us.
Say do higher from amoche.
It depends. Wona offer no. What number did you call? They don't even know the number they are calling.
Okay.
There's been so many instances a mark of fire scene. or unya do ya friend mo sa momba obebi sa the number of friend no he doesn't even know
ye nkomo twetwe ne chire no ye beba be hwe number the right number
exactly normally no because police na chi omo nti no omo timi free police for na police for afre and it's all caused the delay not us enti no so there were acronym say na be ya we way emfi how to go about using the extinguisher and then we call it pass. Okay. PASS pass and you know P ni jina ho ma bibi
S ni jina ma bibi
exactly me pachowan say na be ya ore mfi say me kan bebre na ma mbo ano amawa ore be fi and anytime time extinguisher person we use to do sa acronym way is the first thing I was about you.
Okay.
Now we how to go about it. Me patro ya ti ase. So the first P now what pass ni mo no.
Patro ti o na we acronym ti P ye be kira ase ya ba A ya kira ase S ni ye mienu first one ya kira ase second one ya kira ase ti ni ye pa madam say unya fire extinguisher na no na wa ma pass about him enye Jordan you passable amai naki pass acronym fire term nti madam no be chirem what you say na say some we you kwa be mo ye ni madam ni ye ni say ba ko na sa ahua all right the yanko pass
okay so pass no ejina homa pulling of the pin on say pin bi sha enwani
na
we nso wa ha ni pin ni
okay
and the extinguisher bia has this thing the pin so you pull the pin me we say me pulling it here now automatically this seal will tear off
okay
seal we better u pulling na na
ehia hoodin bi o
ehia hoodin bia ehia hoodin bia me mpese me ye no a ebia it will just come out and then so you uchi and say program it will come out the substance and it will come out
okay
so uchi we na
ubechima ko wanim
mpacho wa uchim ni sia ebete seal no
okay
seal na abandon no
plastic you na wo ha
me pacho wa
okay
chimpe
na atem
p na wo mu no
okay
so you when you tear the p or you pull the pin first that's the pass
enti p ni jina ma pull all right
enti wo pull then we come to the A no you aim at the fire
aim
okay at the fire enti no say wo share eja no baby very fit sometimes car fires no enye just the engine compartment e bi wo ho no ma baby your friend say fuel tank no one so etimi soldier e bi wo ho no ma na exhaust pipe side no depending on baby so you aim at the particular place where the fire outbreak is. Obviously say ebia engine compartment na share you will not go and start the fire from like fighting the fire from where the fuel tank is. You have to aim at where the fire is. So that is where wobe so you aim it. That's the A. Okay. Aim here. This thing when you pull this pin now, let me. When you tear this one becomes very flexible.
Okay.
So now you squeeze it. You squeeze it like this. You squeeze here. Ebema substance no free mo. And no na the pressure no ebe chino free cylinder ni mo na aba. So that time no you've already aimed at where the fire is. Okay. Then you squeeze it and then you press it. No, so yeah, you will not stand at one place and then they just be fighting it. When you do that, you know fire spreads and all that. Yeah. So after that, the last is you sweep. You sweep.
Pass. Me pa chao. Pass. First one, pull the pin. Pin, pull the pin. Aim at the fire. Thank you. Aim at the base off the fire. S, squeeze.
You squeeze.
Squeeze the thing. Squeeze. After squeezing, you sweep.
It's not the thing, this is the lever, so you squeeze it.
The lever. Since I don't know the lever, then it's the thing.
That's okay.
So you squeeze the lever. Then after squeezing, you sweep. And that is the pass. Into so you really say na ye anything.
Into no. Yeah.
You just say embra ye be this adwuma nyina na ye contact fire service full.
Patrol. The patrol because sometimes this is not in a patrol engine fuel.
Munji fuel. Munya ambulance.
That is what we are paid for. Yenya ambulance.
Okay.
That is what we are paid for. Engine fuel.
Okay.
When you call her, it is our mandate to come and then fight the fire. We don't charge. We don't collect money. It is free.
I don't know free fire service for abra when your fire break out. Oh, yes, Ramo. Yes, Ramo. At the end of the program, no. And because it's program, no be query, you know. You have a correct number. Mo fra, mo benya yen. Na yaba be fight fire no e dia mamo. By ye be sre, say truck drivers, taxi drivers, commercial cars. Ahudo nyinara say ye VIP say ye den say wo kokonongo say wo bubu ashi baby a wo ko bia you should get fire extinguisher in your car. Police phone so na mu hie o madam fu ndinu yo me kwaba yo aban me kwaba munyai nipa nkwa hwe car na ashi me ke kura Benz ni onim police ni bia ohun na aban boss go come era wakoshi kwashika ti ye besre driver ni a uni bi ehe ne ye benya bi ato age ye ba mo ho ana say ye wo
fire service and ton extinguisher. No mum uba ye ho yenye be sure the appropriate ones to use.
Oh, okay.
Extinguisher no your different brands your bebre your.
So can you use this opportunity to tell our viewers which of the extinguishers they should use?
Say me di can catch us. Normally no ya na ye dry chemical powder no. No more ye CO2 no so. But yeah, cars normally is the dry chemical powder. And one more thing, so I've also realized car engine compartment now. The first thing that comes into mind is for the people to just open the bonnet of the car and then try to start fighting the fire gidi gidi, which is wrong in some way. When the fire starts at the initial stage, fire no shedan J car nimuni na. All that you need to do is to just pull up bonnet no there is a connection car ni ma upuli e bebie ni first and so wa bebie so o sa obeka ya midin kan ka say niam miensa na eba boma e ma fire etimisi baako oxygen and then the oxygen is always available for us. Oxygen de bia ye wa ha nyina kwa you see we are feeling it and you know fire no esisa na enya more oxygen the more the fire will range like a bit more it is a fire ni sisa no na enshare dan ji mu na wo bebie bonnet no so you open the fire up for it to burn the more rather no ubie wo way no bonnet no wo inside now would your fence will nozzle no. Normally the difference between the CO2 and this one way the horn the extinguisher you easily want to tell the difference. The CO2 has horns all the time and a way hose the hose near small what you say and it's a ultimate be way no what inside ultimate the ABA bonnet no inside you can put this the hole no the best share bonnet na ebie kakwa no na wo bie no kakwa na wo di dum no ano no ho no checking where it is
here obi assistant
obviously na saka here den ambo won se Ghana de ye when somebody is going through something na won frɛ obi akwa no won se wo so obeboa so in kakwa I'm just teaching say we shouldn't just open it at once but be open it small and then whilst fighting it with this now fight that sweeping it like I taught earlier no and no boa ema ejani timi edum intem na car no like a jana spread it amani and share at once. Yes.
And pain no say fire outbreak BC waka mu a ya na yehu se nkofo sa ahwea na ye de ahwe agya no so ye bu leaves bi na ye de dum gya no na e bi nsuwa nsuo e de egu so eye ana say fire extinguisher ne de na
sa theory ni de minim de de buy say ye de ahwea dum gya but for fire service ye mfa ahwea mfa dum gya we don't fight fires with sun. Ye mfa ahwea dum gya nti na maka ni say as a civilian or as a citizen, no, you just have to know fire service, your number, emergency lines, that in case of any outbreak, you don't wait till the thing escalates as a gene semerie and sana mobile free. Because obi any how to prove, no, na mo dia be share say na afre mo mamba. Meanwhile, you don't even know our number to call in the first place.
Okay, entino emfasodi a ewo fire extinguisher we no so no eno an say de bedum gya
mi pacho ai enye no ano no ka eno ano no ana ayete say enhye da anya we is to prevent a huge cost of amount. Just like the car over there, car ne buo no is nowhere closer to the price of extinguisher. Extinguisher is
what's my okay say we to me atoka nko ade a say we to me talk fire extinguisher. What's a water phone now to me to credit?
Oh, the year then. What you say? Because you can lose it at any given time. But this thing can save you a lot. The stress involved, the trauma, the money, and everything. So, me swear, Obia say, unya sika, nasa wo the better car, bomodia nenya extinguishers. Unya extinguishers na ensiwa also know how to use the extinguisher so we can all live together and prevent all these things like fire cars most of the time.
Mato fire extinguisher to me come by 1 year. Does it expire?
Me patrol content na woman no na expire. So normally every year you are supposed to service it. You are supposed, yes, the content inside. No?
Okay.
Normally, we know. We say after a year, and I say whether you use it or not, you are supposed to service.
Let's say annually, I say yes, a content and a war.
But to cylinder, it's okay.
Okay, until when fans 1 year, me use yes, me could in
oh, yeah, that be but a year, once away a pressure gauge.
Okay.
A year pressure gauge, no bones are not falling. A folia, a debut before so me was extinguisher and TBS me cover. Over personal, it won't come out because the pressure that's supposed to bring out the substance to fight the fire no, are falling, so it can't quench the fire. It can't extinguish it for you.
Okay.
And I went so no, sorry, this is the powder and then this is the yes, the CO2. Yeah, normally the powder no a cakey. A powder no into a child won't say na a cakey. Into a cakey so na say we no there exert pressure on it because still it won't come out because a cakey will inside. Into the bar, yes, service at the mouth. Now your friend is saying no, sometimes we take out the substance and then we will feel for you. Now I wait to me used to and I say pressure gauge, you know, normally this ones pressure gauge, you know, for there and also they have a way of servicing it for the pressure to be correct.
Okay. Ma menji abua for nkrat for mra me ba enkomo twehwe ni mu ayede ye be san to aso twen me ma me nkomra zia Ewusam wakwa ba na mensan enda wase se wenya abotra twen me na makwa akwaja abua for nkrat na maba embebi enkomo na duru no ehunhia na mesrew se we use fire extinguisher bi wo car mu me pa cho afie twam 2023 ana na wo use me pa cho ye 2024 ana wo use ye 2025 me pa cho de hia ne se wo be kwa koye service time na madam use ye no wo be kwa koye den kwa koye service me pa cho se unni bi wo car mu unnim eda atoye nkyem bi ebeto ti die hia ne se ubenya bi ato ka bomboden se ubenya bi ato ka ya desua ne mu ne yehu se wetumi ayi sika to card a ene ne se wutumi nya sika to fire extinguisher enti ye besrew won kwanti bomboden se ubenya fire extinguisher e de ato ka madam servicing no eno so ye be ye free ana it involves money.
Pacha, no, and shed no bone shed on yet.
But it involves money.
Yes. You need to pay.
No fire service for us and couldn't be to me. And I, what I may be able to me, ISR service.
Your providers around that they also do.
Okay.
But Musa ye munaya check it so you can as well also bring it for us to check for you.
Okay. Ceciano, my young share. Wouldn't can say, baby, I need Padudo will be no. As I say, you fire extinguisher. My member commercial cars. Me cook master me VIP. Me nim baby a driver. Dene fire extinguisher ashe. Me who say bribi soja ebe to me a cause fire outbreak. A day na SSM me as a passenger. Me tente mu frɛ driver. Ebi a metie mu no, e de ehu be hye obi mu ama bibi fufuru asi. A day na SSM me sɛ me hu sɛ bibi koso a ebe koso fire outbreak.
Okay, so mental question here. Does it mean say car no movie as the car is moving?
Yeah, I'm a passenger. I'm taking
car na echo. Okay, so first of all, it's the driver that's controlling the car. So you have to draw the driver's attention. No, like we'll stop at a convenience place for you guys.
Now, unim say, ye commercial drivers, e bi mo ho no mo a omusuban no. One na kasa kra no on view.
No dear, it's your life at stake, so you have to press until he stops. And then oye nipa nkwa de wo
driver so what? Trot drivers na munim kasa. Trot drivers na money passengers kasa to say mumba no. Ye besere mo. Ye na ye ma munye sika. Ana mo nso na mo de ye enko. Ti mo boa ye ene ye so ye boa mo. Ye hu se ne ye ho be kasa. Obi o kra ye ni mate kasa kra na waje ntokwa na fa enye ne ntokwa ye besere mo. Ye nkwanti passengers nso ye sere mo ya mo hu se ne amone drivers ni mate no e be kasa. So press on.
So say na make me kind say your life at stake. And you know we draw the driver's attention to stop wherever or one find a convenient place to stop, and all of you should come out of the car. So the when we say Jana sparkles now, you know, it's finally off and all that the car is in good shape. That bet me at marko. Either than that, mpacho unkwanti perfo never call.
Ye de yankomo twetwe ne ba wie na ansa na ye de ba wie kura no ye ka but enne say ye hwe commercial way of transporter enye ka nko abobo ya abam prague ya abam ebi se keke okada abam ene hwan de en san omunu nyina no do they need fire extinguisher?
Of course. They have to, but I say we've not really taken a key notice of those things. I know passage, but I mean Okada or no, where is the space to put it?
That is it.
I
just send bag bonus.
So if about Okada there, I think something of this sort would have when you say Ghana there.
But everything is possible because say and Okada is no or Okada ba ko ye ba ko mienu ye Okadas into Okadas. Say when him so mutie radio now or Okada no.
Oh okay.
Omo fix speakers bi ni ade bon dwom et ni nyina nso nka anim radio ni Okada ho ba say omo ye lighting nyina de for tie nim ene miem chese nti ometumi enya ba bi di ase
by unim say ye work to akra sin way so nti eno say they can They can keep
Let me
it.
say,
Here they hear.
Abobo ya, ehun hia.
Adie bi betimi ahye.
Pragia, ehun hia.
Ehun hia.
Nti mo kai, mo ka kese ya, mo use ebi wom.
Empacho we me kofa free mu na me dey be chew.
Ah, ewom.
Ai,
Eya na mpempi no, yetete se mo ka no ba nsuo nim.
Oh.
Ebi mo ka.
Nti
many opportunity ma me mbisa.
Mate. But okay. Me person me to me bisa a question before me answer.
Bisa.
Me bisa so that we bisa more. So say let's assume say fire officer penny oda ha no. Just put yourself into a shoes. Exactly. Would you ever move a tender to a fire scene? Would you do that?
Ampo.
Like would you ever do it? Never. So can we do that? No. It's not possible.
Today says handsome na yankofo kan.
And I just say bisani who the genesis of whatever.
About comment section na chire ni enti a wo kan sa. Why?
It doesn't happen, but unfortunately, no. Idea and for
what? So what?
But I also ask them that, listen, we buy fuel to come to a fire scene. We always use fuel to come to a fire scene, and we buy fuel. If I tell you the number of fuels my boss within a week, you'll be baffled. We buy fuel all the time, but insurance is available to us. We use water like we are insure at any given time. Ultimately, so there is no possible way you better tender na yet fuel no near she fuel na ba fire scene na insure na yentona is available to us. No, rather we will not take the water and we'll go and check what is burning, come back to come and fetch the water again and go. It doesn't, like analysis no what I say. It doesn't add up. And Michelle, omo council church omo say it is not possible. We never go. What do you say nka mu jayo mama ko bie ye way na chewa. Every time you have to call fire scene. No. Umba happen bebu. You move to your nearest hydrant, fill the tender before you bring it to the station. And you know, any car that will come to the station, it's already filled and sana will be moving out. Even your tenders, I say car see one, headquarters, your regional headquarters, obedu one. Tenders, I say see one, most of them have water in them. Exactly. See, there is nowhere Obibe taking over Ampo when there is no water in the tender.
And see, you didn't come to train berry. Wouldn't kaka say ebi wo ho a say ya frɛ fire fo a mo ma na ma ben na wo frɛ pacho say eja to me fie eja to me car mu eja to ba bia procedures I say me fa so na minya fire for ntem.
Okay. Sena me kan unye hu sparkles na eye we na wo be fa wo fire extinguisher na wa ma obi nso afrɛ ama or better still you can equally call and then be fighting it in the initial stage.
Number bang.
It's 192 and 112.
Okay. 192.
Yes.
And 112. Okay.
That's the emergency lines. I go straight to headquarters. That's a fire master control. Okay. So no. Almost to be check. Ufra will ask you the exact place, location, and one nation. Now you're checking fire station ben e work close to you. Now you're afraid no so ejemika no aba no abedum na ma kama. However, every fire station bia so e wo numbers omowo to say ya ha anya fire station ye wo your station number. Okay. I learned this car got bent anya. Nti anu say no so ni manya for your fire station number will just call us directly. Nti anu mpo no ofre in personal we will come and stand a be in penny for say o eja bia hwana ye kwakwa kodum then they would also be aware.
Eti woni ma memra sisi e na che say hwe asema mami kan ya elade na kire say uni credit kura ma credit won ofun so o ana use credit
it's important you can call without having credit
but nkofo bi ni credit
no uni credit abetimi afre te say 192
192 no uni credit ko be ko
e na 112 so uni credit e beba
iti den ti pa na wo mfre den ti pa na wo mfre me pa che mumu hai akonya wo se wo de mumu ha number ne betudwa na woni e wo anya awoshi banyard ne mango ase ne omum patem so tuom ho baabi nyina no omu etumi enya number no na bibini a omu etumi afra na nti no mepese obehwe na de sa number no atudwa na mepacho wo a wo anya so tuom district and municipality municipal on okay nti anya so tuom municipal no wafa number no sha na manenso se na be ya obefre mepacho wo outside anya so tuom a obefa 192 ana se 112 eno na ofra ebekọ empenifo asoye na yebisa bebia eja no ede na ya frɛ fire station a eben wo na wetumi aba abedum ja no amaw ti ma mensa nko na yemfa number no entudwa eye anya fire station e wa ha no omo number omo use wa ha ase anya awoshi area mu ha baabia no uhu eja ubetumi afre.
Okay, so yeah, fire station number no is 0291 70 2007.
Answer na mama na asan abo na manu su biom no me pa chew mo a mo pick number o say na me fra hwe say ebe kwa ya nka se fra hwe say ebe kwa enkwa nka ya mfa ntudwa ebe konti ene ye dia tudwa no ya nka se fra se ejebi de wo baabi a eno na obetumi afre timpacho fa number no na save number no wo phone so unchi agel bi wo we keeping ase na waje number ka se me fra hwe se ebe kwa me pa chew we eye number ye nim se ebe ko ti men ka se na me fra hwe se ebe kwa timpacho sansi subim on friend ka se me fra hwe se ebe kwa
As a pass.
pacho enye maami ni number enye maami number o bla enye maami number office number yo.
So your number is 0291 70 2007. That's Anya Fire Station.
Okay.
Say no obia owo Anya mpote mu edefa so to hono mu your jurisdiction nyina if there is fire obetimi afre na ya ban 10 so ababe boa
pacho na fane se muhai ebia echiri ha baabi eja bi de o baabi a obi tumirika ba ha be fremu a se eno be simple asense ni nyina nka ye mfrefre no
oh ai nti no ye wo nkofo mo ba eja esia omankasa edwane ba uba no ye ne obeko aha ye wo nkofo nsumpo a ebi sometimes kwa yankasa so ye wo echu a yetimi ehu se baby she when we see it we can move to the place and then go and fight it so enye necessarily say ubenye kwa na chinchin achefre but you can't friend no the more because most of the fires they are not close to us into ufra na eno be ye intentem than ube froka ban
okay enti ye de nkomo ni nyina ba ewie memo wahwe camera nim na de a uwo bia no waka na ansa na ubedi sa adwuma na mame no ye hye nkomo twetwe na ase no me kire emia baabi no mu a mahu fire extinguishers wo ebi wo offices ebi wo efie mu ba efie de ne nhyɛ da no so kura efie de ye use cylinders bebre wo fie de kabanku nua wa che kokonte abete ni nyina ye use gas nanso we no mu no ya na ebi ni fie ye di nkomo ni nyina awie na mepese sa futu kakra bi wo ho a wo de be ma yen for because ube fie mu ana mekan ye use pa enti no sa futu kakra bi wo ho a nka fa dom yen
me da si bebre me ni age so say wo de akọ into that direction yeah empem bebre no ye feel say eja embenye anase eja enya dia ye fie die nyame mpengu ye fie de nyame mpengu
ya ye bibia nyame
aha nti na ya na precautionary measures na ye de betutu ho no mu yie to prevent them no ye mfa anya adwuma secondly so no ya na ye feel say for like we are security conscious than safety conscious. Because security your dreams say for beba be wia me nti e say me ma door we me ye door no miensa me locking no me ma door ni mu ye din like security wise no we are very conscious about it than ye befa safety consciousness no seriously by ensure dey bi wo share for ba wo fie say oba be wia wa wo ma for the whole day say on pack oni amampom fa nkwa definitely obeja wo bibi otemase ba say eja eba wo ho we did eja eni ehia 1 hour less than some few minutes no it will scatter everything. If you don't take care Kwana, the building will all collapse and all that they are left with will be the land. It can take everything away within a twinkle of an eye. But say far comfort befa bi eja obi. Intino, but unfortunately we are more security conscious than the safety. Inti Mr. say ye befa ye safety no aspect no so seriously. Say na security no so hia ye no. Wey the bonye dey ahin bia, just getting 1 or 2 in your house wouldn't bite and I won't hurt. And at least we no would save a life. There was a time that somebody I had to even convince the person to get extinguisher when if you could you believe say or J extinguisher no it didn't take a while the meter caught fire and he really called to thank me so much say I forced him to buy an extinguisher and if not for the intervention of this extinguisher and can only the ABC because he had an extinguisher meter ne catch a fire he just took it and then fought the fire and that was it. And yes sir baby a wo fie share wo ye land escape near landmarks near there ansana tender kwa baba be dru ho no mo na bibi ahye eye dey bibi be hye
obi kura ni fie can't me nko
exactly yetimi dey ye host no yetimi dey to obi wall so ansana yetimi dey fight fire and you know fire safety is 50-50. Wa famudi obey and I your famudi obey. Don't leave the 100% for us to do it all. Once you do your 50, that is the little one you will get as the safety measures, precautionary measures that you put in place. Now so a year, our 50% we will hurriedly come and do it.
Enti me mama, me papa, me nua bema, me sister, me srew, bomboden say ubenya fire extinguisher. Ewo fie but ye rent no it's a compound house landlord na say nya kese bi bo ho mayen ana say individually we should get fire extinguishers in our apartments.
So ideally is the landlord that's supposed to provide all those things for you.
Yeah.
But now so also niama na way inside. So who call that one shey fie ra enye mawa wa to wa de who call now the wa de ko what you say just that just like I would say fie ra ma meter oba fie e fie bi wa obekona meter ni ho ba wo hia light nti obe den obeto meter ope meter no wo kwa wetu wa de ko
we krampo de ni yesin meter because we no betu use obe bia abeko bia ba meter no your jurisdictions bia you use no keke
nti na say fa nko she fie ra nso say wa nya ma
ba fie ra to kese bi bo ho na yesin nya keke.
But some of the apartments they do well, they get them.
Oh, okay.
Most of the especially new apartments no obeko no your friend is saying floor bia no extinguishers and it's very beautiful and nice.
Okay, ti mama ma o America kra bi be 1 minute bi na wo bibia aka sese wo ka kira ahwefo a ka kira om na sansi number no so biu fa ma won na yemfa dwumedie ni nyina emre wi
Me da si bebre wo emre a wo de aba ama wo ya besua ade mesre se yemma ye nchreche we enye kwa but ifutu anasa ade bia wo se ye fa wo mu na yensu yetimi de boy bra ma na yeye no ye befa mesre se utimi nye sika toka bomodia nenye sika fato extinguisher mpo occasions, you can buy extinguisher and gift it to people. It is beautiful, like it's a very, very nice thing.
Ampo.
Wait to me, a pastel extinguisher or just buy and gift somebody as an occasion, and it's nice. But because when you buy those things, it saves lives. Extinguisher can save somebody's life. Cars no doors ninya lock him and came. Now on us wash you inside. You lose your life and lose your property and lose everything. So as we are here to save lives and properties and all that, we also beg you to do your best. Get the extinguishers. Don't just get extinguishers. Learn how to use the extinguishers and let's save our lives and people's lives as well. Also, your fire station biya around biya. Feel free, you can walk to the stations. Any questions, anything that is bothering your mind. You are always welcome. We are your friends. We can teach you. We will teach you, in fact. And then also know the fire station's number. Your emergency lines, no, like I said initially, 192, and offer a straight to your fire master control. Also offer 112. 112 no a general emergency line offer your be direct to. Now open fire service, a call fire service, open ambulance, so call ambulance, but it will also help immediately. And also ubetimi to after fire service number, the station number where anya fire station is may they know ebemau and you 0271702007 0271702007 and say ofra ebeba fire service ahanomo anya fire station, and then we will hurriedly come and then help you save your life and then save your property. Thank you.
All right. Na yebedase. Me pacho sa wo hwe wo screen no so a. Fire mpenifo aboyen amayen emiamia stations ahodo a ewo enkran potemu ha bebre ne omo contact. Enti wo hwe a yewo headquarters, substation, regional headquarters, substation number oho, yewo Makola, yewo Madina, yewo Adenta, yewo industrial area, yewo trade fair, ene de keke kan hu nyina nti mpacho hwe bebi a wote no area na wote no na pick number no wo screen so na save your phone so said de be ya biribi esi a wonso wetumi afre na omabeboa ansana meja ADO 1 Naomi Kwete akono pass yes afa pass ne subio me na meye hwe me pass eja no ba de di kan ne say obefa fire extinguisher pass no pull the pin mi wie no mancha madea. Secondly, aim at the seat of the fire or the base of the fire. We are when we be sana madam kan leave no we see lever. So you squeeze the lever na a pulley we no aba na edum janu. We are you sweep. Bonsema mo fi o. All right, nte we say for major madam kwan na yempenifo a yebeto won wa ha no ye papa beba na one ya betwetwe nkomo ba ko mienu bi o summarize bibia na afei enkankan ye wo fie ho na ye use cylinders nketoa ne ade wo fie no papa summarize na o de afutuo ba ko mienu bi amaye na afei ye ba ye hunu se ye ba ha no aboa drivers, aboa passengers, aboa yen a yenso ye wo ye fie enso enti ma mentwa me ho sema me ba na me ne director nso edinko.
Nanse mu no eya nkofo abuse use of sa cylinder ketwa na we benano esisu. Yes ya nya ma se yemfa nya eduane a eso etreche te se ye de nua abenkwan ye de ka banku dabi eye for camping amu ye for camping say what nua we duane bi a ochira na pa obe hiti no na wo de didi na we use de hiti wo hiti nsuo bi na wo de aye tea na we use eno because burner no esi cylinder no so direct inti se wo use no na echa cylinder burner no eye hia eka cylinder no in between no there's a rubber seal there sa rubber seal no be nane na gas no ebi betumi afafa ho wom na explode nti da yen use e ma ne nche no eya ye use a e ma no ye use no kakra te say wo nua nsuo te say wo hiti wo nkwan ana bi sa na fine eno no enche na ema problem emba ti sa
all right enti na ebusia ye beda ase enti wo wasa cylinder ketua no na eno na ade ka banku eno na ade ya benkwan eno na ade twikokonte a mesrew that is say fire for advice or modern mayen say it was not meant for that. It was not meant for that. Enti me pacho. My burner no ye different from your cylinder than using that small one na burner no ye direct. Esija for the no mranti am yen wale ye de yen sesa. Enti pacho sesa. E de jumede ni nyina si. Medase se unya adaje nya abotre na wo hwe ye na usua ade. Share video yi ema obi subscribe na afi comment na abibia ye besan so ede foforo aba no wasan so enya update na yetumi esua ade wo banbo me banbo ye banbo enu nti na ye de dwumedie aya to din se wo car no ede abrew na etumi kyerɛkyerɛ yen ni yesua nnuama ahodo bebre nso ewo so me pa cho se owo asoe bi na opese ye ba wasoe ne ye no obetwetwe nkomo efa odwumedi a eye car dwumedie ho ana so se efa car ho a me pa cho ye numbers no egu screen ni a obetumi afre yen na woni ye mpenifo atwetwe nkomo opese wo so dwumedie asene nso a wo hwe ase wa betumi afre yen mpenifo na wono atwetwe nkomo na etumi aboa dwumedie no empuntuo me sorry so kwa no na me de aseda ma wo a onya adaje na wo hwe me na wo subscribe ye na wo share program no nso edema ofoforo na me nsan so enda me DOP a odane dane nuama etenetene nuama madwumedie no ekoso minua Benjamin Youngson dodo na frɛ no Grafty ono na oyemi DOP afi executive producer a ono na dwumedie ni nyina sinanso Mr. Evans Pra me frɛ no Apostle Evans Pra me am de dwumedie ho chiame me din de asofo chiame nana ampa me sorry so na me de aseda ma ADO 1 Ebenezer Bossa me pacho aha me bi ebetwe nkomo ye anya fire station ye de aseda ma mpenifo commander ene won a aka nyina ye de omu nyina ase wanti ye nkan bi mu a be akra.
Thank you.
For car,